SUV rolled by. A gunman then opened fire, and one bullet struck the man in his 60s, just delivering beverages, doing, his work this morning. He was hit in the leg. He is expected to be okay. And then a second man that was here in his 20s, a man who police believe could have been the intended target of the drive-by shooting, also hit.
You all know that Tia Kemp isn't letting up on Rick Ross because she's back at it. After she exposed him as a baby oil daddy at those body freak-off parties, she is now accusing him of attempting to kill her. Tia claims that in addition to having sex with men half his age, Rick was also accountable for the deaths of a few others, the investigation into which is still ongoing. Tia even went so far as to name-drop the individuals Rick Arnold killed. And you know what? In fact, those individuals are still listed as missing on a number of police websites. Yes, but it gets more bizarre. According to Tia, Rick actually hit her with his drive-by son during the incident last year. However, the individuals he dispatched wound up firing at her son instead of the intended recipient. As you may recall, Tia's son was in the hospital for weeks battling for his life after being shot dead in a drive-by shooting in Miami around a year ago. Many were concerned that he wouldn't make it, but some of the people with whom Tia had a falling out, such as Rick's messy ex-girlfriend Stoney Jones, took advantage of the situation to make fun of Tia. It's really psychotic that this delusional lady Tia can have so much to say about me, my children, my mother, my baby, and my daddy, and here it is. She wrote after sharing pictures of the encounter on social media. In a drive-by shooting, her own kid is shot. She doesn't discuss it, doesn't go to the hospital to be by his bedside. But she says a lot about other people and spreads false information about them while refusing to acknowledge the reality of her embarrassing life. Girl, talk about your life and your kids. She continued. Stop talking about mine. Living in a glass house, throwing rocks, and offering up prayers for all the victims. Because of this, she was dragged down. However, at the moment, she was actually the least of Tia's troubles. Tia thought Rick was responsible for her son's attack and that she, not Rick, was the target of the blow. You see, she had been talking a lot about Rick's connections to Diddy before the attack. It's easy to assume that Rick wasn't a big fan of it. In fact, Tasha K had seen a new interview with Tia just hours before William was hit. In it, Tia was showing Rick Pillow's receipts, discussing Diddy's past crimes with her, and even revealing to her that he couldn't wait for Diddy to be in prison so he could purchase all of Diddy's properties.
Rick Ross talking shit about Diddy.
I should go to my DM. Ooh, I want my phone right now.
Bring her phone. Bring her phone.
I'm gonna go to my DMs because he blocked me, but I still have to go to all this stuff. I screenshot it. Girl, how about he was saying, I can't wait till that lock that up. I'm gonna buy his shit. I'm gonna show you all the messages where he be talking about all his niggas.
He said he can't wait till they lock Diddy up.
Locked up so he could buy his house.
That's real fucking two-faced.
Girl, he talked about him
Bring
right
her
there, dog. He
phone.
talked about all
Bring
the
receipt.
Yeah.
She got two phones. Look. Okay.
You see what month it was, so you already know we were.
Now, why you looking for?
They're telling the internet about all of Rick's business. He didn't like it, of course. In order to silence her, he released a hit. Remember, this was only a few hours prior to William's assault. You couldn't tell Tia anything at this time. She was very certain that Rick was responsible. Furthermore, Tia's son with Rick is not the same as the one who was hit. So it's not like Rick will give a damn. At least she was informed that he isn't playing her online games, if nothing else. When a video of Tia's baby daddy, Big D, and the cops ejecting her from the hospital where her son was admitted went viral, the rumors intensified. It seems that Big D learned that William was singled out because Tia was talking about Rick. And Rick allegedly chose to strike him in order to warn Tia, according to reports. Big D told the police about it, and they came to the conclusion that she should not be permitted around her son since she posed a risk to him. She should be able to see her son regardless of the circumstances, since many people weren't present for this. When her son was in there battling for his life, they were actually treating her like an outsider. He was incorrect to have her taken off the visitation list, according to one person. Their son is defending his son. Look at one of her favorite things, I could have a chance. I don't care what y'all say, said another. If I can't visit my son in the hospital after he was shot, I'm also having a bad day. Baby daddy will be many different things. According to rumors, her son was the one who told Tia to go there since he believed that Tia's big mouth had put him in danger in the first place. As if this wasn't awful enough, all of this wasn't horrible enough for him. Shortly after this, medical news broke. Tia went live on Instagram and revealed everything. She'll also go ahead and reveal everything about Rick and his relationships with Diddy before he permanently destroys her because he was messy out here, hitting on her and destroying her relationship with her son. She began her tirade by saying that Rick had hit her, the individuals he hired to escort her out. However, stole his money and went behind his back to warn her about his attempted abuse of her.
We better clock this tea right here. Renee says you want to stay keeping up. We finna talk about some real tea. Your brother over there paying people to put hits out. He over there paying people to put hits out. And running off with his money and it's getting back to me. So now I'm finna send the feds over there to y'all empire. See, you had the right bitch today. You keep playing with me, I'm finna tear y'all empire down.
Tia, Rick is allegedly to blame for the deaths of multiple people, including M. Carroll, whose death is currently under investigation by the police and her family. Tia claims that Rick and his team unalived the woman while she was traveling home. Oh, but it wasn't just that. Tia brought up the death of another man, whom she says Rick killed in front of the Black House, one of his properties.
Next, we gonna talk about Miss Carroll. Y'all know who Miss Carroll is. You know that's behind your brother. I'm finna make sure her family sue y'all whole estate, cause that case is not closed. You know the lady that was leaving from my mama's house getting her hair done that time, and it's behind your brother and his drama. You know that. You know about the man who was in front of Black House. Okay, we finna dig up a whole bunch of motherfucking maggots right now. I'm not finna play with you, you old Zim bitch. I'm finna finish y'all mother. Watch.
The absurd part is that she had already made several other startling statements regarding Rick before this. When Homeland Security raided Diddy's home last year, Tia went live on Instagram and accused Rick of fleeing to Miami to hide out for a time because he was afraid he would be the next person to be probed after Diddy. Tia claims that Diddy has several recordings of Rick acting strangely at his parties and intends to give them all to the federal government when the time is.
Big Mouth Will, I want you to talk. Don't be scared now. No Diddy, huh? You scared now, huh? I know y'all on them tapes. Freaky. I know you is. 10 churn have. It's time to show them churns now. I ain't gonna let off here. You should have been shut this big mouth hole up. You know it. You know it. Send me a fruit basket. That right now, ain't hit me and my baby prom in 2 weeks. I'm finna go let out. Turn that down, man. Turn it down. It's quiet right now. What you quiet for? Nobody want to see your Louis outfits and sneakers. Nobody want to see it. Nobody don't care to see the Jets no more. Hoes not. Go over there and get Diddy a hug. Go ride the bike with him, you fat. You know what time it is. Prom time. You ain't sent a motherfucking message since December 9th, you big bag. But I'm not finna play with you. I'm not. You gonna make me come to the gate fat. You been in Miami a lot, cause you ain't got no motions. It's slowing down. I heard you fat. Fucking heard. I'ma get you, Will. I'ma get your. I'ma get Universe. Do your work on that big back. And if you keep sending motherfucking messages round,
that's getting back to me, I'ma come over here and tell it all. You be told your to be toe in next. You know what I'm talking about.
Perfect. Interview. 7:03-8:42. Although it's still uncertain whether the reports that Rick sent William a hit are accurate, Tia might want to hold off on exposing Rick because he's not amenable to it. And even her son is off limits. So Rick Ross is a fake gangster, fake kingpin, fake tough guy, fake street dude, and a former correctional officer. Someone said, among other opinions that were common as usual. You're telling me now that he's a phony women's man? I can't lie though. This one was obvious to me from the start. Diddy definitely played in Rick Ross's peanut butter. Someone else commented. Both of them were pumped. Both of them consumed hot dogs. The Fruity Pebbles is a favorite spot for these guys to play. Now though, I'd want to hear your opinions regarding Rick Ross's alleged hit on Tia. What are your thoughts? And do you think she was the target of the strike on her son last year? Please share your opinions in the space provided for comments below. Remember to watch this other dirty video by clicking here.